first time I met her had to be in the 60s, I think. It might have been the 70s. She was the assistant director of Small Business Administration.
I met Josie when she was at the Small Business Administration, SBA. For many years, I would, of course, refer folks up there to her.
I met Josie on a 24th of July Day parade.
When I look back at Josie and her activities, I think I met her probably decades ago. She was always there.
How did we meet? My sister introduced us. It was kind of a blind date. Originally, she said, well, you ought to meet my brother. He's looking for a roommate.
But this Josie person, all of us were just drawn to her like magnets. Oh my word, she was amazing. And she was talking and things were going on, and discovered that she was running for lieutenant governor with the governor candidate from the Democrat Party.
She's been involved in politics to push women, to push minorities, and to run candidates of color.
I think the most impressive thing about Josie is that she can be ferocious in terms of her commitment, even aggressiveness, the kind of fight she has in her, but they're never the negatives that oftentimes go along with that.
One of the things she always used to say, numero uno, number one, you are part Hispanic, you know, of the Hispanic community, so she kind of welcomed me in.
She was always willing to help and willing to try to direct you to other people if she thought that somebody else might be more assistance or whatever it might be, and whatever it was that we might be working on.
Well, of course, she's beautiful. She's full of life. She's full of energy.
I like the fact that she's so positive. And I call her la mariposa del movimiento, or del partido, the butterfly of the party.
The one thing I really enjoyed about her is the fact that she had courage and she's willing to sacrifice. You know, when you work trying to improve the lot for the people that are poor, minorities, women, they're not very popular because they're not very popular topics.
Everything that she's working on is done with passion and a goal and a way to achieve it.
And it's that kind of pragmatism that I think led to Josie when she was at the Small Business Administration to increasing the amount of money that helped finance minority and women-owned businesses. She increased that by 300% in the time she was at the SBA.
Eleanor Roosevelt, I think, is what I think about her is a great woman, a woman of courage, and a woman that was always looking out for other people and looking at ways where she could always help other people.
Of course, she had her enemies, but she was somebody that didn't take a narrow nationalistic view of things. She wanted the world to be better.
She was a woman who wanted to ensure that her voice was heard and not just her husband's voice.
But she was always behind him and helping him. And at times, when he couldn't move, she spoke for him. And she went all over the country speaking for him and trying to get him elected.
She listened and understood what was happening with people, and then she would act on it. They said that she took notes constantly and then would send them on to the president and say, you need to do something about this. This is happening. What can we do to fix this?
She was a proponent of all individuals speaking and being heard, and she recognized the importance and wanted to ensure that women are included in all aspects in our life.
As her husband was a great, great leader, so too Eleanor Roosevelt, right next to him in her own way, providing the kind of leadership that we needed for, say, the Universal Declaration of Rights. That came about because of Eleanor Roosevelt's leadership.
Well, Eleanor Roosevelt used to say, it's better to light a candle than, complain about the dark. And that's what Josie does, She would rather light a candle than complain about the dark.
I see the commitment to community. I see the commitment to wanting to ensure that everyone has an equal voice and an equal opportunity.
Neither woman takes over and does things by themselves. They drag other people in to do it. They know how to have the skills to be able to let people know that they can do this, that this is what you know how to do.
But also fighting with real determination and commitment for what they know is right. And trying, at the core of it all, is trying to make a better world, and especially standing up for those who oftentimes can't fight for themselves.
I'd like to say to Josie, congratulations. This is an award well deserving, and we appreciate all of the work and your dedication to Salt Lake City and all of the other organizations and all of the other groups that you've worked with, and especially the NAACP.
Keep up the work that you've been doing, and I hope that you get all the things that you deserve.
I want to congratulate her on following those giant footsteps of Eleanor. I want to congratulate her for a life in which she has been very active and helpful.
Anybody who knows you, anybody that's aware of what you have done, we are all so proud of you. You obviously deserve this award. There are so many parallels between you and your values and your spirit and determination and commitment to making this a better world. That parallel with Eleanor Roosevelt is really very obvious. This is the perfect award for you. You are the perfect recipient. And thank you for all you've given to our community.
Josie, I'm so proud of you on this honor. I love you very much. It's been 35 years we've been together, and I love you with all my heart. And I'm so happy that your mother will be able to be here with us, and your sister and our son. So I'm very thankful that you got this award today.